students, welcome to our next video. And in this video we are going to start with our chapter number 1, that is crop production and management. Students, as we all know, we all require food. And seeing our this whole population, there should be proper distributions of food and management. So let us see what are the process and the subtopics in this chapter. We are going to learn different basic practices of agriculture, the implement used for agriculture, then the irrigation method, fertilization and manure used for agriculture.
In ancient times, people used to eat raw fruits and hunt animals for food. It was very difficult for them to gather food. And to solve this problem, they started growing same kinds of plants and one place on large scale. Example, wheat that is grown and cultivated on large scale called crop. The practice of farming and cultivation of crop is called agriculture. Is known as agriculture. As compared to old agricultural practices, today agriculture practices are much more improved, but still food production is not insufficient to meet the demand of our large population, and so there is still need of improvement. So next, that is classification of crops. On the basis of season, there are two types of crop, that is kharif crops and rabi crops. Which are the kharif crops now? Those which are sown in rainy season. So the crops which are sown in rainy season are known as kharif crops. Rainy season in India is from the month of June to September. And the examples which are plants are grown in this season are paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton and etc. Next, that is rabi crops sown in winter season. So when is this rabi crops grown? It is sown in the winter season. And the winter season in India is from October to March. And the examples, the plants which are grown in this season are wheat, gram, pea, mustard and linseed. And the next, that is pulses and vegetables which are grown in the summer season. So this is how the classification of crop is done based on kharif crops and rabi crops. Next, that is basic practices of crop production. Cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers. So let us see the activities which are called agricultural practices, which are listed below. So first, that is preparation of soil. Second is sowing. Third, adding manure and fertilizers. Fourth is irrigation. Fifth, protecting from weeds. Sixth, harvesting. And seventh, that is storage. Here, the very first step of cultivation is preparation of soil. So here, with the help of plough, the soil is prepared by loosening and turning it. The process of loosening and turning the soil is called ploughing or tilling. So the process where loosening or and turning the soil, that is known as ploughing or tilling. It is done by plough which is made by wood or iron. So can you see that plough which is made by wood or iron? In case if soil is hard, then watering is done before ploughing to make it soft. So if the soil is hard, so what is added to it? Water, so that the soil becomes soft. Ploughing forms big pieces of soil called crumbs. So can you see the crumbs? That is why when ploughing is done, so big pieces of crumbs are formed. This plank helps to break the crumbs. Leveler help to level the soil for sowing and irrigation purpose. So can you see the leveler, that with the tractor? It levels the soil for sowing and irrigation purpose. Sometimes manure is added to the soil before ploughing to mix it properly. So can you see, before ploughing the manure is added. So why is this preparation of soil necessary? It is necessary to bring nutrient rich layer at the top. So preparation of soil is done to bring the rich layer at the top. It allows roots to go deep into the soil and it helps root to go deep inside the soil. In deep soil, loosening also help roots to breathe easily. So it helps roots to breathe easily. In addition, the loosened soil also help earthworms and microbes present in the soil to grow. So what happens? Due to this loosening, the earthworms and the microbes, they grow in the soil, and which further helps to loosen the soil. And it further decomposes to form nutrients which is absorbed by plant. So what happens? This further decomposes, and which the nutrients are absorbed by plants. And nutrient rich organic matter present in the soil, that is known as humus. Can you see the humus? Yes. Tools used for soil preparation are plough, hoe and cultivator. Plough, it is made of wood or iron and usually drawn by pair of bulls or the other animals. It consists of plowshare, which is strong triangular iron with plough shaft, handle at one end and a beam at the other end placed on the bull's neck. A man can operate the pair using the pair of bulls. Next, that is hoe. In order to remove weeds, farmer use hoe. It consists of long rod of wood or iron and a strong board of iron that works like a plate. It is pulled by animals. Can you see it is pulled by animals? And the next, that is cultivator. Tractor driven cultivators are now popular for ploughing as it saves labor and time. Sowing is an important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. So here the good healthy seeds are selected for sowing. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. So what do the farmer prefer? The yields which give high yield. Now let us introduce some tools which are used for sowing. Traditional tool. It is a funnel shaped tool provided with 2 or 3 pipes. The pipes have sharp end. These ends go into the soil. Seeds fill into the funnel, passes through the pipes and go deep into the soil. Nowadays, we use more improved tools, that is seed drill, which is used for sowing with the help of tractor. With this tool, it is possible to sow seeds uniformly at proper distance and depth. Because of machines used for sowing, lot of time and labor can be saved. Adding manure and fertilizers. Plant need nutrient for their growth. These nutrients are obtained by plants from the soil. In some crop is taken on the same land, one after the other, then it reduces certain nutrients from the soil, due to which the crop production reduces. In such case of land is left uncultivated for some time, then this can be replenished, that is becomes available again. One more method to ensure nutrients in the soil is by adding manure. Manure is an organic substance obtained from decomposition of plants and animal waste. Usually, plants and animal waste is kept in the pit at open places. Microorganisms decompose the waste and produce organic manure. Adding manure to soil is called manuring. Improper and insufficient of manure results in weak plants. Adding fertilizers. Another way of enriching soil with nutrients is by use of fertilizers. Fertilizers are chemical substances produced in chemical factories and are rich in particular nutrients.
Students, are you clear with this topic? Different topics we have studied today. Remaining topics we'll study in the next video.